You're listening to an archived Cabral Concept podcast. After listening to this show, check out the most up-to-date podcasts available at stephencabral.com/podcasts or search directly on iTunes. And now, welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
Welcome back to the Cabral Concept. I'm Stephen Cabral, and today on a Friday review, I'm going over all things allergies. So anything that's really an aggravant to the environment that's causing you some type of histamine-based response, maybe some itchy eyes, runny nose, even itchy nose, a little bit of postnasal drip, any of those specific things that's causing you an allergic-based response. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over a couple of specific products, and then in the Cabral house call, I'll answer some of your questions on allergies and the different foods that may affect them as well, because it's not just environmental. So let's go over today some of the things that I recommend in my own practice. Now, again, it's not an all-for-one type of thing, but what I do, and I'm not going to talk about how allergies are formed in the body really specifically today. I'll touch on it, but allergies are essentially an overreaction of the immune system. Typically, it's called the Th2 branch of the immune system. So these are specific immune-based cells that get aggravated essentially by different environmental-based triggers. And we're just going to talk about the environment today, not necessarily foods, because we've explored that before and we'll talk about it again, but not today. So the environmental-based triggers. So what are those things? Dust, mold, pollen, all of those things in the environment which seasonally become really an aggravant to people, but also they can be year-round as well. So just again, us not even exploring why your immune system might be imbalanced, why it might be on toxic overload, which is causing more allergies in the first place, or why there could be some issues with the microbiome in terms of your actual good bacteria and bad bacteria in the gut, and potentially candida overgrowth, bacterial overgrowth. So those things need to be explored, but let's say you're not ready to meet with a functional medicine practitioner, you're not ready to do one of the labs that I recommend on our website as well for like an organic acids test or something that looks at your microbiome, but you just want to get started with how can we decrease the allergic response in our body naturally. So let's go over that today, because there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. And for a lot of people, this would be absolutely better for a month than using your over-the-counter pharmaceutical-based products. All right, so let's go over that. One product I'm holding in my hand today is by Innate Response Formulas. It's called Allergy Response. It's one of my more favorite products, and here's why. I love synergistic products. I don't like the ones that just basically it's just this one single thing. Now, if you need that, great. Like vitamin C is one of those things which we'll talk about in a moment, but let's look at an overall allergy-based product. This has a lot of the things that I've seen work, not only in my practice, but also from clinical research. Keep in mind, everything I use in my practice is based on clinical research. So when people say, oh, that stuff doesn't work, well, you're just saying that. Like you can't back that up with anything because it's published in clinical journals. So published also by the American Medical Association, these specific types of things that say, okay, these are the journals we look at. And yes, it's actually published in those specific areas. So, and it's all across the world. It's obviously not just the US. So quick rant there. And now we're back on topic. All right. So the first product in it is vitamin C. So vitamin C is a natural antihistamine. I'm not going to go deep into all of these different things. It also helps with detoxification. I'm going to get to vitamin C separately in a moment because I do believe that you need to take more that's just in this product. But vitamin C, natural antihistamine, really a phenomenal thing in and of itself for allergies. All right, the other thing in allergy response is also something called quercetin. Quercetin in large dosages, meaning like 2 to 3 grams or more per day, has been shown to dramatically decrease mast cell production and also cytokine release. So do look into that. Quercetin, great product in this product and then also on its own. Nettle leaf extract. So stinging nettles and nettles in general are shown to, again, decrease allergy response. We have 2 more in this product. Tinospora cordifolia. So this product, again, not a lot of people know about this product. Very rare to see this in any products at all. Really excellent herb. We use the roots and stems in this specific product. It is actually used to increase a Th1 response and decrease a Th2 response, really to increase that Th1. Why does that matter? Well, if I just touched on it, but allergy response is really an imbalance in the immune system. This helps to work on more of that balance with that Th1 response, the opposite of allergies. All right, so really nice product in there as well. And the last one is a Bical skullcap root concentrate. So skullcap, sometimes called Chinese skullcap, it's essentially, the reason why this is a nice product, and again, the reason why this is a nice synergy, is this last one, skullcap, actually allows for vasodilation of the bronchioles or vasodilation of the lungs. It expands, allows you to breathe more easily in your whole respiratory tract. So that means your nasal passages, your nose, or your lungs as you're breathing in, trying to fill up the lungs. It decreases potentially the inflammation there and allows for that widening or opening to allow you to breathe better. So as a synergy, we can see that we have antihistamines in there, we have balancing of the immune system, we're decreasing mast cell production, and we're also allowing for that vasodilation, that opening of airways. Really nice product. And again, I'm not working for this company or anything like that. It's just one of the products that we carry here and one that I thought I would share with you. All right, the second one is vitamin C all alone, all by itself. High dosages of vitamin C. Some people like the buffered vitamin C that contains calcium and magnesium. It can also contain sodium and potassium, depending on what you're buffering it with. Some people enjoy that. Some people enjoy the straight ascorbic acid, like I do for allergies. And some people like the food state. Now, the problem with too much food state is sometimes it comes from acerola berry, camu camu, a few different products like that. And the issue with that is this. Although absolutely fantastic, and I believe in those food state-based products, a lot of them are citrus-based, and some of them can cause allergies in its own right because citrus fruits and other vitamin C-based fruits can actually increase histamines, and I'm going to talk about that later on the Cabral House Call. So just be careful. There is no all for one for everyone, right? I know we love to say, oh, food state vitamins, those are the best. Well, not always and not for everyone. So let's just keep that in mind. Ascorbic acid, do like this for allergies. One, it's been shown clinically to work really well. Two, you can take the higher dosages of it and it can decrease histamine production. That's the main reason why I like it. Taking a large enough dosage, especially to bowel tolerance, meaning taking as much as you can before you get loose stool in divided doses, absolutely fantastic. Seen it work wonders for many people with allergies. Again, you're not going to do this for months at a time. You're doing this during your highest peak allergy season. All right, love those two products in conjunction with each other. There are, of course, many more. It is not also getting to the bottom cause of why you have allergies in the first place. But you know what? Let's not suffer from allergies. Let's actually be able to enjoy going outside in that beautiful weather. So as that comes upon us, please give those a shot if you feel they will work for you. And the last product I want to review with this, it's something called a Neti pot. Many of you have heard about a Neti pot now. When I was using this like a decade ago or more, people thought I was slightly insane if I told them what I was doing, washing out my nasal passages with this clay pot or the ceramic pot. But it really helps a lot. And the reason is when you're going outside, you are breathing through your nose, even if you're not a nose breather, which you should be. You have to learn that and decrease that inflammation. But what happens is you're breathing in all that pollen, or inside you're breathing in all that dust, and it's getting trapped there with the nasal hairs, and it's getting trapped in the mucosa, and it should be washed out. Okay, so you're simply going to use a saline solution, which is just sea salt and a little bit of water, and you're going to rinse your nasal passages in the morning and then at night, and that will rinse out all the pollen, all the dust, all that stuff that is in your sinuses. Helps tremendously with sinus infections or keeping your sinuses clear in general, and it does help so much with allergies. So certainly do recommend that. I'll probably be giving this tip, I believe, a little later in Cabral House Call, but do want to tell you now as well, for those people really suffering from allergies, before you go to bed, big tip here, wash your hair, take a shower, wash your face. Get all of the pollen that's floating around in the air that you can't even see out of your hair, because what happens is you lie in your bed, the pollen gets on your pillow, it rubs against your eyes, and you wake up all swollen, which used to be the story of my life not too many years ago. So Hopefully those tips do help. They've helped me tremendously in the past, and as you go into exploring why you have these allergies in the first place. Thank you for tuning into the Cabral Concept. I'll be back real soon with more episodes.
Before you go, I wanted to ask you this question. What if I could teach you in just a couple of hours how to transform your thyroid, hormones, adrenal, cholesterol, blood pressure, blood sugar, weight loss, energy, mood, brain, pregnancy, anti-aging, or many other health-related issues? After 20 years in private practice, after seeing and overseeing 250,000 client appointments, I sincerely feel I have the real-world data and have found the answer you've been searching for. So what I've done is spent hundreds of hours of my own time refining what you need to know in order to uncover your underlying root cause health issues and then begin to rebalance the body and bring it back to a state of robust health and wellness. I'm going to teach you exactly what I do in my private practice so you can understand how you got here and now what you need to do in order to heal. You'll receive all of the important success checklists, protocols, and even ways to customize it to make the program fit your busy life. And you'll get all of this at a fraction of the price. Let me save you the time, money, energy, stress, and frustration of not knowing what to do next. Instead of reading dozens of books on the topic and seeing multiple practitioners, I will condense everything that you need to know in just a few hours of video tutorials that you can watch and listen to anywhere. Together, we will make this healing process an enjoyable one that you can take with you for the rest of your life. I wish you all of the best of health and happiness, and I hope to be able to guide you on your healing journey through my health results accelerators. Simply choose the health imbalance you're currently suffering from, and by the end of today, you'll know what went wrong and how to get well again. I guarantee it. For details, head over now to stevencabral.com/courses.